My friend Dagmar told me that whenever she was invited to a dinner party with Henry Betts, she was always seated next to him because she was such a terrific conversationalist and because he was a difficult person. This Sunday at coffee hour, I learned that others claim this same role. I guess in a way it's flattering. Dr. Henry Betts founded the Rehabilitation Institute here in Chicago. He explained to me once that the smallest disability could be debilitating. And he gave the example of a young violinist who had an issue with the tiny joint in her small finger. When I first greeted Dr. Henry Betts at church, he looked surprised and he told me, I've been attending this church for 30 years, and you're the first person who ever said hello to me. I then took his hand and shook it vigorously and said, well, then I'm glad to be the first person. Welcome to Fourth Press. I never had to sit next to Dr. Betts at a dinner party, but I claim the fame of being the first person to ever say hello to him. Welcome. Welcome to Sunday Coffee Hour. I'm Stanley Smith. At Sunday Coffee Hour, we talk about everything and nothing. This week, we talked about how you can't campaign in Georgia dressed like a Yankee lesbian, being a shut-in for having problems, the practice of Field Christ, and never being asked to serve. The readings at Washington National Cathedral were from Jeremiah. I'm a laughingstock, and my friends are waiting for me to stumble. And from Romans, we're baptized in Christ in both life and death and life again. And the gospel reading was from Matthew. Nobody is above the law. The sermon at Washington National Cathedral was by Randy Hollerith. He said, we don't get points for just having style, and we can't do good work without looking foolish sometimes. Being a disciple is more than just believing stuff and getting other people to believe in the same stuff. It often means doing the difficult things. Doing everything good to get into heaven is easy, but doing the work that needs to be done in the world, it's hard work. The days of self-satisfaction for believing the right things are long gone. Randy reminded us that Christ lived and died and created his ministry in an area about the size of New Jersey. Nothing we do is too small or too insignificant. At St. James Cathedral, the sermon was by Stephen Wilkie. He preached about Pride Sunday and that human sexuality is an expression of the relationship model of love. Since love is infinite, it's only logical that it would be expressed infinitely sexually. Stephen went on to explain that the sin of Sodom and Gomorrah was not about deviant sex, but refusing to love the other. He said that's still playing out with the people who hate, and that all we can do now is hate the haters. But where are all the haters of gays and lesbians? I see the people who hate the MAGA people, the Republicans, and the white supremacists and racists. There are plenty of names for all the people we hate. Personally, people can go screw a tree for all I care. And in some instances, I probably would prefer they do so. Most people probably feel this way. We live in a pluralistic society. We don't agree with everything, but intuitively, we respect and abide by people's right to do their own thing. We don't have to like it or approve of it. Yes, no one is above the law. And because of that, no one is entitled to special privileges by claiming preferential treatment from the state. We're all unique individuals. We don't need the state to identify us as just one thing or another. There's nothing abhorrent about it. It's our God-given right. Everything else is just screwed up. Alistair Cook said that in the best of times, our days are numbered. So it would be a crime to take the world crisis so solemnly that we put up enjoying those things which were designed for happiness, the opportunity to do good work, to enjoy friends, fall in love, hit a ball, or bounce a baby. It's not rocket science living this life. We can't preserve our lives. Yes, they will kill our body, but our soul, not if we hold it intact. We can experience this life fully with our souls completely. And in that, we don't need to feel pride, but instead, eternal happiness and thankfulness. If you would like to join us at Sunday Coffee Hour is every Sunday at 12 noon Central Time on Zoom. I'll include my email in the description of this video. I'll be happy to send you an invitation. And I look forward to seeing you very, very soon.